What's up, Spikes? Welcome back to Spike Feeder's World Headquarters. We've got some cEDH for you today, but before we get into it, as always, we got to talk about our sponsors. Gamegenic, Burrito Splendido, you know those ones, but stay tuned a little later for a word from Magic Spoon, who generously reached out to the channel. Other than that, Gamegenic, you know them. Deck boxes for your deck boxes, sleeves, play mats. Even if you don't play Magic the Gathering, board game accessories galore. Check them out. If you want Spike Feeders branded Gamegenic merch, oh, like this, go to our website, link in the description, and Burrito Splendido. If you're in the Winnipeg, Manitoba area, go to one of those 5 locations, tell them the Spike sent you. It'll work eventually. Promise.
I just don't like the slurp noise.
Yeah. I do. That's why I do it every time.
The burrito sound, I don't like that.
I won the die roll, which means I get to go first, and I'm playing Orvar the All-Form. This is a mono blue cEDH deck, and Orvar cares about targeting things and making copies of them. So I'm hopefully going to find some cost reducers and some buyback spells and make 40 trillion islands and drown my opponents in value.
I don't want to be drowned in value. But I am playing Etali, Primal Conqueror. It's a food chain deck. Just want to cast Etali, take things off of people's libraries, just keep recasting Etali. And if things go horribly wrong, and I can't do that, I can flip Etali. And they have Pseudo Infect on the back, which, as we all know, is Aaron's favorite mechanic. He told us so the other day. So this one's for you, Aaron. I'm going to make you proud with this. Rest in peace, or wherever you are.
What's up? I'm Jim. Today I'm playing Hashaton. This is an Esper deck, and it's really funky. We saw if he played in a cEDH game doing the thing. He took that home with him.
Wait, really?
So I got another one. This is a different one that we played. Yeah, it's really cool. The idea is you discard stuff and then you pay Hashaton's trigger to make copies of those things. You saw me do some funky stuff with his Sister Hospitaller, not in the deck, but there are some meaner things in this deck because it's a cEDH deck.
There you go. Hey, everybody, my name is Alex, and you'd be surprised, but I'm once again playing Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy. My goal for this year is to get good at least one cEDH deck, and I'm not there yet because this one's a little bit brain-bendy. I've got to put rocks onto the battlefield and get Kinnan onto the battlefield to activate Kinnan to put bigger things onto the battlefield. And hopefully doing all those things in that order is enough to kill all my friends. But if we're going to do that, we got to crack into our Gamegenic Sidekick Pros.
Any pre-game actions in this cEDH game for my friends? All right, I'm going to draw for turn. I've got a basic island. Ask me about my perfect mana base. I can wait.
Pass.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Okay, let's draw a Strip Mine. That is not a Strip Mine. But we'll play a Blitznightmare, and I will pass.
Okay. I'm going to draw a card. I think this turn I'm just going to hedge against Mystic Remora coming out soon. Let's just go Windswept Heath and crack it, going to 39. Gonna get this Tundra, and why not? Lotus Petal, and why not? Hashaton.
Whoa, it's going crazy.
Vex.
No?
Vex. Then why not? Mox Amber.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I think I'm just gonna pass.
Yeah, just.
That's all I'm gonna do.
That's all you're going to do.
all I'm gonna
Just
do.
really easy. Yep. Jesus. We're going to play Scalding Tarn and crack it right away. Off Scalding Tarn, we'll get a Tropical Island. Then we will announce Chrome Mox as a spell. Any effects?
No, sir.
Is this guy heading for a turn 1 commander? Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
That is what I sound like.
That is what you sound like. Imprint Trigger.
Go for it.
Jin-Gitaxis for blue.
Oh, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Tap 1, tap 2 for Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy.
Look at these guys.
Effects.
2 mana commanders over here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we'll cast Mox Amber.
I might have an effect.
Yeah, go for it.
Mind Break Trap.
I'm going to crack my Blitznightmare.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to get this Taiga. I was saving this for Jim, but I'm going to have to Lightning Bolt Kinnan.
Yeah, that seems
That's
reasonable.
scary.
He's just a child, Jen.
Not anymore.
I do not
birthday.
think they're a child.
Really?
They do not seem like a child.
I think so.
Anyway, pass the turn.
Alrighty, I will draw.
I don't know. You ever hear an old guy referred to as a prodigy?
That's a good point, Jim.
I hear it in the sense where they're like, I used to be a prodigy.
Oh, Audio of Jim? Interesting. I'm going to play this basic island, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Called out for being a former gifted child.
Shout out to all my former gifted children. Take your antidepressants.
Play this command tower, and then I would like to also ramp now.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to play a Grim Monolith.
That's a good one.
Okay, and I'd also like to play my own Chrome Mox.
Big game.
And Print Trigger. Arc Druid's Charm.
Elliot, what do you do in this game?
I'm a mono blue deck.
That's Etali next turn, right?
Maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be.
Could be.
Could be if I don't miss my land drop. And I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. Draw a card. Play a command tower. I'm going to tap 2 and cast this Talisman of Dominance.
Ooh. Everybody ramping.
Everybody ramping. Then I'm going to tap 2 and cast Psychic Frog.
Whoa.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This deals 1 damage to me when I tap it. Go to 38.
Should have saved my lightning bolt.
And I'm going to pass.
Sounds good.
He just discards his whole hand.
It's true.
And draw. We'll play Bark Channel Pathway in Bark Channel Pathway mode. Tap my Mox and these guys for the most hated card, Heuristic Study.
Ooh, yeah, I am going to have an effect to that. I know you want to draw a bunch of cards, but how about 2? I've got an Arcane Denial.
Oh my goodness, I've not seen Arcane Denial since I was a child.
I'd like to move to the beginning of your next turn's upkeep where I draw cards.
Alrighty, untap.
No, we skipped your untap.
Oh,
Turn
dang it. I draw 1.
Okay.
You draw 2.
You know, drawing all those cards made me hungry. Can we stop for a snack?
So Magic Spoon sent us some snacks. I think it's time for us to take a quick break.
I think so too.
So if you've never seen Magic Spoon, which I'm sure you have, because they're fantastic, it's a high-protein, keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, wheat-free, naturally flavored, totally delicious, childlike snack for grown-ups.
Yes.
These are great sources of protein, and they're especially good if you are someone who is on a different sort of diet, if you are keto, diabetic, like myself, if you are low carb, watching your sugars, if you are gluten intolerant. These are fantastic. They help get you through your day. I snack on these every once in a while, sort of midday. Helps coast me through the rest of my afternoon, and especially if you're playing a really long game of Magic.
Yeah.
So-
My doctor's been talking to me about my A1C, my sugar levels, because they're like a little on the high side, not great. But the good news is this doesn't spike my sugar. I actually checked because I had a monitor for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Very good.
See, I just really like the peanut butter and chocolate flavor on the bars. Like these things, they're like if a Rice Krispie treat had flavor.
My favorite is the fruity, if I had to pick, but really it's just anything with a word search on the back. get the old brain ticking.
The treat bars have between 11 and 12 grams of protein, only 1 gram of sugar, and 1 or 2 grams of net carb, which is a fantastic for any sort of protein snack to keep you through the day. The cereal's got 13 to 14 grams of protein, 0 sugar, and 4 to 5 grams of net carbs per serving, which is pretty spot on.
You can head over to magicspoon.com and use the code that's on screen right now for $5 off your order. That helps support the show, and we'd appreciate it.
Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it is backed by a 100% happiness guarantee online. If you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked.
All right, now we're in my draw step, so I will draw for turn. I've got a 3rd basic island. Anybody beat 3?
I can't be 3 of a kind.
Thanks. And then I said I would do something responsible, so I guess I'm just holding up 3 mana inconspicuously.
What if I don't cast my commander?
Well, then
Then I have a backup plan. Don't you worry your pretty little head.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to tap. Don't play a Conqueror's Flail.
Oh.
I'm not going to run my commander into this obvious counterspell that Elliot has, so I'm going to pass turn.
I'm going to blue deck.
Let someone else do it.
You don't know that I have a counterspell.
Untap. Draw a card. Let's go Ancient Tomb. And let's go 3. Tapping this for colorless.
Yeah.
Cast a Ranger Captain of Eos.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay.
Gonna get this Esper Sentinel off of the Ranger Captain of Eos.
Shocked.
And I guess, if you want me to shock.
I have a red. I can shock it.
Ooh, nice.
If you want me to shock, I could. I think I'm gonna tap. Actually, no, I'm not gonna tap. I'm gonna activate Psychic Frog's ability to discard Esper Sentinel. And then
He makes a
I will pay for it.
4/4.
I'll go to 36. So I'm going to make a copy of an Esper Sentinel, except it's a 4/4 black zombie.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Pass.
Block. Can I block?
Also, Psychic Frog does have a second half of its ability.
That seems
It's a
reasonable.
possible one counter.
That seems reasonable. I'm also going to play an Ancient Toomba.
Toomba.
And we're going to take 2 blah blah for Kinnan Bonder Prodigy. Go to 37.
I unfortunately have nothing for the second Kinnan either.
That's okay. I don't think you need to have anything for him.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 2 blue, 2 green, float a green, announce Basalt Monolith.
Trigger, Esper Sentinel, are you paying 4?
No.
I'll draw.
Yeah, unfortunately, no effects to Basalt Monolith either.
All right. No effects. No effects.
Nope.
I'll use the last floating green for a Birds of Paradise.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Pass turn.
End of Alex's turn. I would like to Wizard Cycle. Discard this Vidalcan Ether Mage to search my library for a wizard.
Okay.
My Vidalcan Ether Mage is finding me a Spell Seeker.
Ooh.
Game recognized game.
Predictable.
You know?
Danger. Alert.
Untap.
Yeah.
Upkeep. Draw. I'm going to play an Ipnu Rivulet.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, thank you. Don't ask about that one. And then I'm going to just tap it for a colorless, 3 total to cast this Spellseeker.
Sorry, what does Ipnu Rivulet do?
It's a desert. It taps for a colorless. I can pay 1 life to tap it for a blue, and I can pay 1 in a blue and sack a desert. So 1 in a blue and tap it. Sack a desert. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
Nothing happening.
Yeah.
Spellseeker.
Sure.
Yeah, you got it.
My Spellseeker is going to find me a Whim of Volrath. That one's 1 blue. It's got buyback for 2, and it changes the text of target permanent by replacing all instances of 1 color word or basic land type with another.
Sari, did you say target permanent?
Target permanent.
Does Orvar also say target permanent?
Maybe.
Just Torget permanent.
Torget.
And then I'm passing the turn.
All right, well, I'm going to crack this Arid Mace, so. I'll get this tap Stomping Ground. I got nothing to prove to nobody.
Nothing to prove to nobody.
Yeah,
no
I'm going to
how.
draw this card. All right, everybody else is doing stuff. Maybe I should do stuff. Elliot, how many cards do you have in your hand?
7.
That's a lot.
Sure is.
Yeah, so I'd like to cast, I don't know, I'm going to say the fairest one ever, but I don't think it is. Jessica's will.
Ooh.
Are you paying 4?
No.
Also, who are you targeting?
Where's our Elliot? I don't have to choose until this resolves. It's choose, not even target. Get out of here. Draw your card, Esper Sentinel.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
I'll draw.
Have a Fluster a Magic player ask him an irrelevant question.
Yeah. Effects to Jessica as well.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I will also pass.
Me too.
Okay, I'll get 7 red mana. I will immediately spend that mana to cast Etali.
Yeah.
Effects to Etali.
Nope.
Effects to Etali.
Nope.
All right. Revealing my secrets of why I specifically had an answer for Jan and nothing going on over here. I've got a Hydroblast,
Oh.
which has counter target spell if it's red or destroy target permanent if it's red.
So anyway, I started Hydroblasting.
Yeah.
I cannot pay 4.
Oh, I will love to draw a card.
I would like to target this Etali with Hydroblast counter target spell mode.
Hydroblast.
Yep.
I'll pass.
I'll pass.
Etali countered.
Alrighty. I've countered 2 things this game and cast a Spellseeker.
Go ahead.
I'm going to play this Mana Confluence. Well, I guess we find out if people are shields down. Tap my Command Tower for black, Ancient Tomb for 2 colorless, go to 34, cast Wishclaw Talisman with 1 floating,
Ooh. 1.
1 colorless.
Right. X. Pass.
No effects.
You got it.
Okay, Wishclaw Talisman, 3 wish counters on it. I'm going to activate it. I'm definitely not giving it to Elliot. I think I'm going to give it to Jan.
Yay!
Yeah, I think that's the right call. Because if you give it to me, I win on my turn.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm going to go searching. You know what? I might as well show you what it is. I'm going to activate Psychic Frog, 2 discard, Consecrated Sphinx
Okay.
to my graveyard.
Yep.
Trigger Hashaton.
Brother, you!
And I am going to pay for it. Tap in that for colorless, so no pain. And I'll make a Consecrated Sphinx. Except it's a 4/4 black zombie.
Seems good. Seems reasonable.
Then I think I'm just going to pass. Oh, and this is at 2.
Great.
Very good.
Fair.
Yeah.
Balanced. Untap. Cry. Draw card. Cry more.
Last time we
I
saw
will draw 2.
Psychic Frog, the counters mattered more than the discard.
It did.
Now, just whatever.
Yeah, not the case any longer.
I think Alex drew a battle.
Shut up. We'll do Gaia's Cradle as our land for turn.
Okay.
It's okay. It only taps for two.
If he drew a battle, that's all he needs it to tap for.
I'd like to
the
demonstrate.
Basalt Monolith makes infinite.
Yeah.
I'd like to demonstrate a loop with Basalt Monolith to make infinite. So now I have 10 trillion colorless mana.
Sure.
Sure, he says.
I'll tap for blue and 3 of that incredibly large amount of mana for Glenalendra Archmage.
Elliot, would you like to respond to Glenalendra Archmage? That's a wizard.
It is.
It sure is a wizard. Okay, I'd like to show you a Force of Will, paying a life and exiling this Phyrexian Metamorph.
Presumably not paying for.
Correct.
Okay. Draw a card.
And I'm not happy about it because I could have metamorphed this Consecrated Sphinx for the memes. I go to 39.
Force Will on the stack. I will pass on Force of Will.
My cards say sorcery on them.
Mine don't.
I'll float 2 blue, pay 1 to Chain of Vapor Consecrated Sphinx.
Are you paying for?
I am.
Oh, he's got infinite colorless.
Yeah,
He does have infinite colorless. He's going to Chain of Vapor the Consecrated Sphinx.
in response to the Force of Will.
I don't love this. I was hoping to do this to Elliot.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to respond by sacrificing the Ranger Captain.
What I will say
Yeah.
is I will not cast any other non-creature spells if you save that for Elliot.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, I will also point out that you will not cast any more non-creature
yeah.
spells if I activate this.
Oh, absolutely. What I'm trying to say is instead, I think if you do that, Elliot wins, and I'd rather not lose.
Maybe. I've got interaction for Elliot, though.
Oh, if you do,
I
then
also
that-
do not win.
Yeah.
Not even
Okay.
close.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice it.
good.
Nice.
All right, Chain of Vapor on the stack.
Yeah, Chain of Vapor resolves unless anybody's got any responses.
Would you like to copy it?
No.
Okay.
Force of Will on Glen Alendra Archmage.
Good.
Good. So stack is empty.
I've got 1 blue floating. Why would I draw a card? There's no reason I would draw a card. Stop look to draw a card.
Wow.
All right, let me do some quick maths and I'll be right back. I'm going to tap Gaia's Cradle for 2 green,
Yep.
tap Bark Channel Pathway for a 3rd green,
Okay.
and I'll tap this here Mox Amber for 2 blue.
Okay.
I would like to activate Kinnan 3 times.
Sure.
No effect.
No effects.
First one's a whiff.
Ooh.
Tough.
We're gaming, Chad.
That is the.
I'm in for 3 whiffs here.
Yeah. 3 whiffs. We just find out that there's no hits in his deck.
Yeah.
Second one, Thorn Mammoth.
Thorn Mammoth is funny.
Whoa.
When it enters,
fights.
fight. We will fight Hashaton.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dead guy.
Number 3. Number 3, Void Winnower.
We'd winnower.
That's a pretty good one.
It's up there, that's for sure.
My commander definitely isn't even mana cost.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
You get another Thorn Mammoth trigger.
I do get another Thorn Mammoth trigger. He has 1 damage marked. Esper Sentinel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it for me.
Oh, that's all.
Oh, that's it?
I will have something less than 10 trillion mana.
Oh, take Mana Bird?
Oh yeah, sure.
Nice.
I've taken it.
Untap.
Just put all of it into the activation of Salt Monolith.
Draw for turn.
Hold on, let me get through all these untapped triggers.
Yeah.
Well, that one isn't very good either. I've got a Horizon of Progress. This one lets me
not
pay
very
life
good.
to make mana of any type that a land I control could produce. I can pay 3 and tap it to put a land from my hand onto the battlefield, or I can pay a mana and tap it and sacrifice it to draw a card. These are both even mana value cards, and so is my commander. So I will be passing the turn.
I guess on the fun side, Etali and Food Chain are both odd.
Hey, gotta be
They are.
lucky.
Oh, and I have a Wishclaw Talisman. I didn't think I'd get this far. I stopped paying attention. Draw this card. I have the Grim Monolith for 4. That's right. 4. 3. Oh my goodness. And I would like to activate Jim's Wishclaw Talisman.
Sure.
I think I'll give it back to Jim.
Oh,
Smart. Smart and good. I'm proud of you, Jan.
I'm picking Jim solely because Alex will just end our existence.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Elliot hydroblasted my Etali.
True. The grudge.
so I got 2 colorless floating.
I have 2 colors floating, and I'm going to go search for a card. All right. Well, we're gambling, and not the 1 mana red spell. I'm going to spend the 3 colorless and tap for a red. Oh, it taps for green. Tap for a red.
You got it.
Got it. I'm going to cast Seething Song. It costs 3.
There you
Yeah.
go.
It sure
I
does.
would like to have 5 red mana.
Yeah,
You may have it.
Then I would like to tap for a green, buy 5 mana, 2 other red, and I would like to exile my Elvish Spirit Guide to cast Etali, Primal Conqueror.
He's popping.
For 9. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Trigger.
Alrighty.
Trigger.
Hiya!
Consecrated Sphinx.
Rapid hybridization.
So notably, you still can't even, and this does cast.
But I got 3 out of 4.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
is a solid gamble.
Yep, but Consecrated Sphinx is exiled.
Well, I'm going to cast...
Hunting
All of these.
Velociraptor.
Okay. And Mystic Remora and Rapid Hybridization. What are we targeting?
Do you want to let Jim cast even spells?
Yes. So that I also can.
I'm going to use Elliot's spell to kill this cannon.
Okay, so notably, all 3 of these spells are on the stack right now.
Correct. Yes.
So hold on. Cannon's still in play.
Yes. So now they've targeted or cast.
Yes.
Yes.
They have targeted or cast. So I am going to... Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I
No,
thought
no,
it over.
no responses to rapid hybridization?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Your boy has turned into a lizard.
It's true.
Oh, Kinnan was a lizard the whole time.
Lizard enters the battlefield. Thorn Mammoth will fight.
You want to fight my 7/7?
No, I might fight Spellseeker, though.
Dead guy.
Okay. All right. Well, none of these keywords have haste, so I'm just going to pass.
Okay. I'm going to play this Arid Mesa as my land for turn and crack it. Going to 33. Off the Arid Mesa, I'm going to get this Scrubland. And you know what? Why don't we just slam a jam it? Am I right?
Yeah.
You're right.
You're right.
I am right. I'm going to tap 1 and cast Reanimate, targeting Consecrated Sphinx.
Trigger.
You can have the card.
Yay.
No thanks.
There you go.
Okay. We've got a Consecrated Sphinx.
6 life.
Play into
Yep.
this.
I will go to 27. I'm going to activate Ancient Tomb, taking 2.
Got you down to
25.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 1 to activate Wishclaw Talisman, floating 1 colorless. Remove the counter. Elliot can have it.
Yay, Elliot. You got your wish. Claw
Dang.
talisman.
Wishclaw.
no effects.
Good. I'm going to get this card off of Wishclaw.
Now that's a snow-covered swamp.
It very well could be.
I saw it.
He's
It
still
is.
an Esper deck.
He is still an Esper deck. I'm going to tap 1 to cast Swords to Plowshares, targeting Void Winnower.
Trigger.
Save it. Oh, trigger.
I'm not paying. Are you drawing? Oh, I'll draw 2.
Oof.
Off of the Consecrated Sphinx.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
I got nothing for it. I'll
Swords.
go up to 48.
Yeah, gain 11.
11's a big
That's
number.
not ideal, but
I don't think it's going to matter too
I
much.
hope it doesn't matter. I'll pay 1 and cast Thassa's Oracle.
Trigger.
Resolves?
Effects,
Oh, sorry.
effects.
No effects.
Effects.
No effects.
Effects.
No.
Okay. ETB, trigger, hold priority.
Yeah.
I'll take an additional 1, or 23. Cast Demonic Consultation.
Trigger.
I'm not paying. Are you drawing?
No.
Oh.
No vex.
Okay. Good. Okay, Demonic Consultation. I will name what's the Yes Man personal.
Yeah, the
the one
automaton.
from Fallout.
It's
Yes, man, the one from Fallout.
I just need to be able to identify it uniquely.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, it is not in this deck.
Yeah.
Wow.
it could be
As far
that
as I
it's a
know.
white card.
Thassa's Oracle trigger on the stack.
Add a colorless, sacrifice this Horizon of Progress to draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Consecrated Sphinx.
Consecrated Sphinx.
Do you choose to draw?
I choose not to draw.
No effects.
Okay, Thassa's Oracle.
Yes, sir.
That's a wrap.
It was grindy for sure.
Yeah, I did not get to cast my even mana spells. I had the One Ring and Orvar in my hand, all game, I guess. And then my potential out was I had High Tide, Cyclonic Rift for exactly 7 mana,
Oh,
and then the Whim of Volrath that I tutored. But
yeah.
I'm nowhere close to winning at any point.
I'm really glad that you chose not to lose the game there at the end. That would have been a little embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw some
If
cards.
Thassa's Oracle didn't work specifically what it does, you could have Whims of Volrathed it to a different, like Devotion of Green.
Oh.
That's actually really funny. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
So it
matter.
wouldn't matter,
But
yeah.
like, it would have been really funny.
Yeah, that would have been funny. I would say you had some things going, but just could never get over the top, right?
Yeah, so like the turn 2, I had the Jessica's Will and the Elvish Spirit Guide in my hand, like opening hand, and turn 2 I could have tried to jam the turn 2 Etali, but again, if it gets countered, I'm doing nothing for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, no, that's probably a good call.
But
Yeah.
I think one of the cool things that you can do in this deck is you can win with Fastest Oracle at instant speed with Hashaton.
Yeah.
But it's pretty reliant on Hashaton being in play. Like I had lots of cards in my hand thanks to the Consecrated Sphinx token. But once Hashaton was gone, I was just like, well, you know, I'm like 8 mana away from doing anything. I'm like taking a full turn off to put one creature into play. And at that point, I'm just better off casting the creature. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting deck, though, for sure. It kind of forces you to look through lines differently because you can do stuff at instant speed that you weren't able to do at instant speed before.
Yeah, I think Hashaton as a commander is like really good for cEDH because it enables some really odd timings on things. But yeah, I was pretty happy with Kinnan. I had a good rollout. My Yap was pretty good. I kept Void Winnower was much longer than I expected to keep Void Winnower.
Yeah, the Void Winnower was a tough one because there was kind of a few interaction points where I had this Swords of Plowshares in my hand for like 3 turns. And I was just like, well, maybe I burn it on Kinnan. Maybe I wait for Elliot and do it to Orvar. Maybe I wait until, you know, I don't know, Jan casts Food Chain or something like that and do it on Etali. But I kind of kept it in play as long as possible to like wait out interaction until after I had, activated the Wish Claw.
I think a big piece of this was you getting the Wish Claw twice off your own Wish Claw.
Yeah, I kind of, I don't know that Jan had a better, I guess Elliot might have been better to give, but I think Elliot just like wins on the spot if he's got Wish Claw.
I was so far away from winning at any point. Yes, I would have tutored for Force of Negation or something to stop other wins
interesting.
if you passed it to me. But
that's fair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I need like a cost reducer and the thing to target to win the game.
I forgot the cost reducer.
And the thing to win the game costs 6 mana, which I did not have if I spend this High Tide. So yeah.
Well, and
which I said at all points.
Fair.
Well, if you want to win the game, you can go check out your local game store for Gamegenic products. They got them down there. Tell them we sent you. They probably won't understand. We also just want to thank Magic Spoon one more time for sponsoring this specific episode. If you want to help support the show, you can head over to magicspoon.com and use this code. I'm just making Phil move it around. Thanks, Phil. For that, get a little bit of money off. Try them out. Pretty good. We also just want to thank Burrito Splendido. I can smell the chorizo, and I'm ravenously hungry. We're going
to eat right now.
Right now. But before we do that, we got to thank our patrons who are going to be coming up on the screen. Those are the folks who keep the lights on around here. If you want to join their illustrious rank, $5 gets you in these credits. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care of your pets.